Hello friends, welcome to your 60-minute full body strength workout. My name is Liney and welcome back to my channel. All you need for today's workout is some space to work in, a clear view of your screen, and of course, your dumbbells as per usual. Mine will be right there for you to reference, but you can always go heavier than me or lighter than me, or simply just use whatever you have available to you at home. Just remember, the heavier, the harder. Now how today's gonna work is we have a warm up and a cool down included. Each of those will be 5 minutes a pop. So this is your one-stop shop, and that leaves us with 50 minutes for the main workout. The main workout has 25 unique exercises. We will be working 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and we'll make sure to repeat each exercise twice through before taking a little bit of a longer 30-second rest and moving on to a new movement. So just remember today, what is done on one side must be done on the other. Because we're doing 2 sets of each thing, that's also your opportunity to maybe start with lighter weights. And if you feel like on the second time through that exercise, you can pick up the weight or increase the weight, that is your time to do so. Now, if at any point today you enjoy today's workout, you enjoy my energy, please make sure to subscribe, maybe even become a channel member for extra bonus videos every month and access to the dozens that I already have for elite members. Otherwise, that is enough chitter chatter. Let's get moving. 60 minutes, you and me, let's do it. Meet me on your belly. We're gonna start with the warm-up. Untuck the toes, lift the chest. We are rolling it back. Beautiful big shoulder rolls, rising the shoulders up to the ears and then pushing the palms into the ground. And we can switch it out now, rolling the other way. All right, next up, push up to sit back on your knees here. So we're just gonna give a push up and then sit it back, stretching through the side of the body. You don't have to go insanely fast here. We're literally just getting the blood flowing. All right, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do some kneeling world's greatest stretches. So keeping one knee planted, step the other foot forward and then twist your chest to the inner thigh. And then repeat on the other side. Try your best to keep sinking the hip down as we come into that low lunge. This really mobilizes the entire body, including the hips, the glutes, the spine, the shoulders. Okay, come into a beautiful tabletop position. On the inhale, we look up, tailbone goes up to the ceiling, and on the exhale, we push the ground away, try and tuck your chin to your chest, scoop the hips under. Inhale, looking up for cow. Exhale, cats. I always get those two mixed up. All right, come back to neutral spine. On the inhale, one arm twists open to the side wall. Exhale, thread it through, plant the shoulder for a second, give it a twist, and then switch. Really pushing through the shoulder that plants onto the ground. You really help feel that mid-upper back kind of stretch out a little bit. And let's plant our hands, tuck our toes, hips go up, nice and high. Push your ears through your biceps and let's start to walk out the feet here. So warming up into the back of the legs, actively pushing the ground away, continuing to let the blood flow in the upper body, and walk it out. What I want you to do now is to step your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, shift into plank. We're gonna walk it back, let the booty sink down as low as you can to the ankles, malasana, and then walk it forward into the plank again. Go as low as you can while still keeping your heels flat on the mat. Okie dokie, we have our feet nice and wide. We hold onto our feet or tuck your fingertips under those toes. We lift, we lower. As we lift, you're keeping your back as flat as you can, chest slightly lifted. Pulling the shoulders down and away from the ears to engage the lats. All right, come on up. We're doing a forward-backward leg swing. So simply flex the foot, swing the leg up in front of you as high as you can. And let's take it side to side, really moving with that side glute and not by leaning over. And go ahead and switch it out, forward and backward first. This is our final movement here. And then we're gonna hop in to the strength portion. Get ready, we're gonna go side to side. Keep it controlled. And let it relax. Okay, warm up complete. Everything is a little bit warmed up and mobilized. So we're gonna start with the first exercise, which is gonna be a dead stop squats. Grab a moderate weight. I'm not gonna go too heavy to start as it's the first exercise. We're gonna have a sumo stance, so feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Turn the toes out. We're gonna sink the hips down, put the weights down onto the ground while keeping your chest up. On the exhale, you lift. Inhale, you lower, touch the weights back down as best you can. If you can't put the weights down all the way, simply just do a wide squat, sumo squat, like so. Still trying your best to go as deep as you can into the hips. But remember, today is a strength workout, guys, so we're not doing HIIT. Our heart rate will rise, but we're not trying to move without intention. Okay, take 20 seconds. This is your time. Every single exercise for the second round, if you can increase or want to increase your weights, you totally can. You can also just stick with the same weights. And if the first round was too heavy, you can also drop weights. Remember, sinking low, chest up, shoulders back. Great work. All right, next up, we are going to do a simple calf raise. I want to give the calves a little bit of TLC early on. Otherwise, oftentimes they're overlooked during full body workouts. So grab your weights. As you can see here, a little bit of a longer rest because we're transitioning exercises. Pop those weights on your shoulders or simply hold them next to you. Feet about shoulder width apart. Strong legs as you rise, hold, control, down. So you can make this very easy and get in a lot of reps by just doing this. We don't want that. Strong legs, squeeze the thighs, hold, lower with control. Exhale, inhale. Okay, you can switch out your weight if you would like, or stay with the same. I find it easier when I do increase weights to try and get them up on my shoulders, simply just because less grip involved. Keep it controlled. Okay, great work. Take your 30 seconds. Our next movement, we are going to do a little bit of upper body for a second. We're going to do a hammer curl with a neutral shoulder press. So grabbing light to moderate dumbbell, holding it nice and strong, tuck the elbows in, drop the shoulders down. On the exhale, we curl up. When we get to the dumbbells touching the shoulders, we big exhale, press overhead. Then you reverse it, making sure to control through the bottom half of that bicep curl. Now, if you find yourself having to swing the weight up in that curl like so, you might be going too heavy. I want all that movement in the bicep curl simply just to come from the hinge of the elbow and not from any hip momentum. Okay, I'm gonna stay with the same weight, but you can always change out. We're gonna do the same thing. This time, just let's kind of focus a little bit more on our core here. Something that often happens is as we press up, we flare out the ribs and we arch the back to kind of compensate for how hard the press is. So make sure you keep a connection with the top of your rib to the tops of your hip bones. Exhale. Can you see the difference between that and that? That is what we want. And here is your break. All right, moving on to the next exercise. We are going to do some shoulders, kind of burning out from that shoulder press we just did. We are going to start with a lighter weight, palms facing inwards, and we have our forearms at 90 degrees. We are going to lead with the elbows, like we have balloons lifting up to shoulder height. Then you close it back down, extend the arms down, palms away, circle up, circle down, repeat. So 90 collapsed around the world. Try your best to keep a beautiful long side neck. And bent arms as we circle up and as we circle down with control. Okay, that's round one. We're gonna move on to round two. I'm gonna try and go a little bit heavier. Hopefully I don't regret it. But remember, if you ever try and go heavier on an exercise and you feel, oh goodness, something's not feeling right, I'm not focusing on form, it's okay to quickly just swap out your weights and rather go back to your lighter weight. Again, as those weights move overhead in that around the world, make sure the ribs are not flaring outwards. All right, great work, guys. We are on exercise number 5, back to some lower body. We're gonna do a wide RDL, so your feet are gonna be nice and wide, and we're only gonna have 1 dumbbell. If you have a heavy enough dumbbell, you can totally use 1. If you need to use 2 in order to get the weight that you require, totally fine. But essentially, feet nice and wide, holding that dumbbell in the center, initiating the movement with the hips like we're closing a car door with the booty. We drop the dumbbell down, down, down. Exhale, push the hips forward, squeeze the glutes without overextending. All right, so I want you to keep a slight bend in those hips as we come back up. Remember to pull the shoulders down and back. Keep that back engaged here. And also keep that dumbbell nice and close to your body. If your dumbbell starts drifting out like so, you're gonna feel that lower back scream at you. Okay, one more time. You can increase your weight if you feel like it, or maybe even grab 2 dumbbells. And let's remember, we initiate hips first, and then bend slightly into the knees. Inhale as you lower. Great, don't forget about your breath. Exhale as you drive the hips forward. All right, guys, take your rest. That is the first 5 exercises done. We're gonna drop to the ground for a little bit of back and core work. We're gonna do Renegade rows. Now for Renegade rows, you can take these in a full plank or a kneeling plank. So either like so or like so. Whichever you choose, make sure we're not arching the back. We're tucking the hip bones under, shifting forward. From here, we pull 1 dumbbell into back pocket, elbow goes high, replace, and switch. Now, no matter which version you're doing, hips are not rocking side to side. Those hip bones are magnetized to the mat. Slightly pushing into the supporting arm as the other arm goes back, like you're an archer drawing a bow. Can you feel the difference there? Nice. And quickly rest it out. We're gonna do that one more time. Oh, this feels lovely. Okay, you ready? Let's do it. Pull it back, drop it down. Yes, this is getting your back, but it's also getting that core. So don't forget about her cinching that waist into the center line. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And take your rest. Okay, for this next one, you only need 1 dumbbell and it should be light to moderate. We're gonna do pull through. So we're gonna be in the same position as we were either on your toes for a full plank or on your knees for a kneeling plank. And we are going to reach the arm through, grab the dumbbell, pull it over, keeping the core stable, and then switch it out, like so. Now, if you're on your knees, careful not to cross over those ankles. Just have your shins kind of resting side by side in space. Really making sure to press through the supporting palm to hollow out that chest. If you're in plank, just a reminder, the wider you walk your feet, the more stable you'll feel. And let it relax. Let's do that one more time. You can increase your weight here, but this isn't something like, there's a big difference in exercises in the way that you're able to kind of progress and push heavier. For example, shoulder raises or lateral raises. That is an exercise that most people struggle to really increase their weight at. You know, you can make significant gains quite quickly in how much you can lift. But at some point, you pretty much plateau off at a certain weight. Like you're never gonna be able to lateral raise 50 kgs, you know what I mean? Not naturally, at least. So something like this, a pull through, is also one of those exercises that you can progress and you can slowly build heavier and heavier, but at some point you will kind of max out. Okay, that was a lot of planking work there. Let's flip over onto our back for the next movement. It's gonna be some chest. So, moderate to heavy weight here, depending on how strong you feel in your chest. Knees pointed up, feet flat on the ground. Dumbbells overhead facing your feet. On the inhale, we lower, elbows drop out 45 degrees. Exhale, squeeze up. Keep it nice and controlled here. And slightly hover the elbows above the ground at the bottom. Try not to rest the triceps and lose the time under tension. And let it relax. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. At your own pace here, just keep it controlled. Really feel the stretch across that shoulder into the upper chest at the bottom of that range of motion. And then the squeeze as we press the dumbbells up, controlling them, not letting them knock into each other. And let it relax. All right, guys, we're gonna do some core next. We're gonna do one round on one side and then the other round on the other side. So you're gonna stay with the same weight here. Feet are gonna be up, hip bones flat on the mat. Don't press your feet together, just have them kind of resting, flexing the feet. Dumbbell in one hand, you're gonna crunch up, try and reach the dumbbell to same side toe. Relax and then crunch up. Reach dumbbell across to the opposite toe. Repeat. Now, important thing here is because your legs are not touching, your feet are not touching, your core has to work extra hard to keep those legs stabilized. So try your best to minimize how much they're swinging and swaying around. Exhale, crunch the chest up. Okay, sticking with the same weight, we are going to make sure to do the other side. Are you ready? Good, now as you come to the crunch where we cross to the opposite toe, try your best to get that shoulder blade off the mat, almost as if you're trying to touch that rib down to the opposite hip bone. And do your best to control as you drop those shoulders and head back to the mat. Don't just let gravity take over. And take your break. Okie dokes. Let us finish off here on the ground with some glutes. We will be doing extended glute bridges. So if you want to grab some heavier weights, you can either use 1 or 2. If you use 1, pop it across your hips. If you use 2, you can either stack them on your hips or hook 1 on each hip bone. Feet flat, knees pointed up. What we're gonna do is lift our toes up, step out, 1 step each. From here, plant your back down, scoop the hips, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Keep it steady, press those hips high. You'll start to feel your hamstrings also light up. That is the point of having a bit of a extended position. And relax it down. Okay, we're simply just going to repeat that one more time, and then we're gonna pop up onto our feet for a little bit. Are you ready? Let's hit it, finishing off strong. Come on, keep driving through those heels, guys. And there it is. Okay, roll on up to your feet, clear your weights. We are going to do some reverse lunges next. So we'll make sure to do this twice on each leg, but I'll guide you through how we're gonna do that. So grab a moderate to heavy weight at the front of your mat, starting on one side. All your weight in the stabilizing leg. We're gonna have a slide forward lean in that torso, stepping long and back, bending as we touch the knee to the ground, and then pressing only through the front foot to stand. Very important here not to push up with that back leg, but simply drive through the front leg to return to standing. Okay, Take your rest. We're going to do that again on the same side, so do not switch out your legs. Ready? And you're halfway there. Keep going. Almost done with reverse lunges on this leg. Here comes your rest. Great work. Okay, I want you to take note of which leg was doing the work, aka which one is in front. For me, it was my left, so now I'm gonna have the dumbbell in my left hand. You're gonna come over, supporting yourself on your own thigh. You are going to reach down to your toe. Triceps skim your ribs, elbow goes nice and high and back as we pull for a single arm row. Pretty self-explanatory here, but as you lower the weight down to the toe, let that shoulder drop. And as you pull the elbow high and back, lift that shoulder slightly. Good, making sure that dumbbell is going towards the hip and not to the shoulder. And take your break. If you would like to go heavier this round, you know you can. I'm gonna try. Just remember, if you are going heavier on this side, when we get to the other side, you should do the same thing. Okay, one more time on this arm. And drop it down. Okay, we'll do the lunge and the row on the other side in just a sec, but we have a different movement coming up first. We're gonna do a suitcase squat with a calf raise. So instead of having your feet shoulder width or wider, let's bring our feet narrower than shoulder width apart. We are going to keep the chest up as we send the hips down, touch the tips of the dumbbell, if you can, to the ground. Big exhale. Rise up, and then lift up onto those calves. Good, don't rush it. Keeping strong legs as we rise up. Okie dokes, let's do that one more time. And then we'll move into the reverse lunge and row on the other side. Ready? Let's do it. This is a little fun fact, guys, because I always love to yap during these sessions, but obviously you guys are listening to music that I've put on this video, and it's all beautiful, fair use type of music. But when I film these videos, I actually do play music very quietly for myself. Like, loud enough for me to hear, but not loud enough for the mic to pick up, if that makes sense. And sometimes I wish I could just like sing along to what's playing, but obviously not gonna do that. Copyright reasons. But anyway, we're moving on to the reverse lunge, etc. So this brings me, I suppose, to ask you guys, if you guys are working out at home alone, or I don't know, at gym or going for a run, like what is your music of choice? When I film things like this, I'd want something that is like upbeat, but not too distracting, if that makes sense. So right now, there's a lot of Tate McRae happening because I just find her stuff can be quite upbeat and like good workout music, if you know what I mean. But some of them are really catchy, so I'm here and I'm like, oh goodness, I want to sing. I really want to sing. Okay, that's the first round. One more round of the reverse lunges, and then we're gonna pull it back for the single side rows. And we are thoroughly past the halfway mark here. So at this point, if you've been enjoying yourself and you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what to say. It's literally free. Step nice and far back, gently touching that knee behind you. No need to bang it. Okay. And here we are. Single arm row on the other side. Remember to do the same weights as you did last time. So I'm gonna start with this weight. Second round, I'm increasing. If you find yourself being a little bit unstable in your supported position, make sure that you're not in a straight line with those feet, that you have some distance to really help balance and stabilize yourself. Because if you walk a tightrope and you try and lean and you try and row, it's gonna be a wobbly situation. All right, final time rowing, and then you won't be seeing this movement again. Whew. Even my legs in the supported position here are like shaking a little bit. This will be exercise number 15, if I'm not mistaken. So after this, 10 more exercises to power through. Get that elbow nice and high, continuing to elongate through the sides of the neck. Whew. This is feeling heavy. Okay, I'm happy to be done with those. Sometimes I forget that those are a compound movement. And they really get the heart rate up if you go heavy. We're moving on. I'm gonna do a little bit of inner thigh work. We're gonna, let me grab a lightweight here just to demonstrate. Feet nice and wide, toes turned out, dumbbells and knuckles resting on the mid thigh. Relax the shoulders down and back. Knees go out in line with toes, then we squeeze the thighs together. Dip, rise. Good, really get those hips as parallel to the knees as you can. You'll feel a natural inclination to kind of lift up your shoulders, that's okay. But squeeze those thighs. You know, I always say, magnetize the inner thighs by really pressing through the center of the feet, straightening the legs. Okay, second round incoming. If you want to increase, you can. Let's do it. One more time. Lower, squeeze. Give me a smile. How you doing? Guys, we are well past halfway. Pushing ourselves. Everything has gotten a little bit of work already. And there it is. Okay, I'm gonna keep these weights right here for the next exercise, which is targeting a little bit more back once again. We're gonna do gorilla rows. So we're gonna get our feet nice and wide, hips send back, and then bend into your knees to let your chest come forward. Then we're gonna grab one weight, pull it into the tummy, pop it back down, we switch, pull, release, etc. But really focus on bending into those legs, guys. It is also gonna challenge that lower body a little bit. Hello friends, welcome to your 30-minute 2 seconds. Welcome back to my... Guys, this is what happens. I'm honestly not even gonna cut that out because that has to do with my channel. That was a video finishing exporting. Oh, goodness. Jump scare. You know how weird it is when you're just like around your house doing things and you completely forget, and then all of a sudden you hear, hello friends. It is like, sometimes it is really like shocking. And you know how it feels when you hear your own voice? Anyway, I completely just missed that entire first set. But when you hear your own voice, it's like cringy. Anyway, keeping it real here. I guess I'm gonna try to go heavier because basically missed that entire set. Oh, technical difficulties. You know, it's really not even worth me cutting that out. Let's keep going. Exhale as you pull that weight in. Keep that core engaged, glutes active as well. And there it is. All right, moving right along. Go ahead and clear out your heavier weights if that is what you're using. We are gonna move on to some lateral work. So lights to moderate dumbbell, feet nice and wide once again. Dumbbell in one hand, we're lunging towards the opposite leg, keeping the chest up. Come through center, do lateral raise. So lateral raise is not coming directly out the shoulder, but coming 45 degrees out in front of the body. Slight bend in that elbow as you lift only to shoulder height, no higher. Really bending into this glute, feel the stretch. Firmly press through the outside of the foot to help you straighten back up. You don't have to go very heavy here. All right, gonna do this same side. This is your option to increase the weight. I'm really gonna try here. Again, I know lateral raises can be a limiting factor for a lot of people, but focus here more on how deep you can sink into the hip rather than how heavy you can lift. Ready? I'm still suffering with a little bit of like a adrenaline shock from my jump scare there. Thought someone had walked into the room or something. I was like, what is happening? Make it stop. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit of a sweat happening here on my face. And there it is. Okay, next up, we'll come to the other side in a second. We're just gonna do some Zottman curls. So this works biceps and forearms. Very good for grip strength, or if you're like a tennis player or you're working on calisthenics, anything that requires strong forearms, this is great. So dumbbells in front of the thighs, palms facing out, relax the shoulders. Keeping the elbows exactly where they are, we curl up. When we get to the top, twist the palms so they now face out and straighten back down. Then you flip, curl, twist, lower. Now again here, do your best to avoid bringing the weight. Okay, take it 20 seconds. I'm not gonna increase my weights here because I'm not confident that I'll be able to keep proper form. But you are more than free to. One more time, and then we'll do those lateral lunge with the raises on the other side. And there it is. Had a little party there at the end. Okay guys, time for the lateral lunge and lateral raise. Remember, it's not about how heavy you can go. I really want you to focus on controlling instead of swinging the lateral raise and sinking deep into the hip and the glute of the working leg. Make sure you use the same weights as you did last time on the other side. And after this, we have 5 more exercises. So get excited. Check with yourself, are you ensuring to only raise that dumbbell to shoulder height? We're not coming up here. Whew. That would be very demanding to do with control. You know, I could easily do it if I just swing it up. That's not what we're doing today, and I think I just felt my shoulder pop. That is why we keep things controlled. I'm good though. Okie dokes, guys, it is final time here. Lateral lunge, lateral raise. I'm increasing my weight because I did that on the other side. I can feel the endorphins are flowing because I'm feeling just a little bit silly. Just a little bit. Are you ready? Ooh, I'm gonna have to go to a deep place here, guys. The shoulder feels weaker, but I'm still prioritizing form. Exhale. When things get hard, that is when you should really focus even more so on how you're using your breath. I always say your breath is your best friend. You can lean on it to help you get through hard times, AKA hard movements. Okay, great job. Next up, moving along, light to moderate dumbbell for me. We're gonna do tricep overhead extensions with a little bit of a standing crunch. So one dumbbell, holding it like so, pop it overhead, standing nice and tall, keep the connection with the ribs and the hips. We bend, elbows point forward, exhale, they straighten. Then we bring it in, crunch. Repeat, and just make sure to alternate sides. Keeping the chest lifted as we drive the knee high to meet the dumbbell. Do your best here to keep that slow and controlled. Okay, great job. One more time, just like that. Then we're moving on to some unilateral leg work with a little bit of balancing, but I'll give you options to make it accessible to you. Ready? Take it up. Let's finish off nice and strong here, giving the triceps some TLC. Great work. Okay, what's gonna happen next is we're gonna do forward lunges, option to do a single leg deadlift. So, starting on one leg, you're gonna step forward with weights. You're gonna come back, let that leg that step forward continue to float as you come into a single leg deadlift. I'm gonna have to just stand a little bit more forward, and then you repeat. So remember, with a forward lunge, you're not going very far. And if you don't want to float the leg for a single leg deadlift, just continue doing forward lunges straight. How have I never done that combo before? That was amazing. Felt that all throughout the supporting leg. Do that one more time on the same side. Don't switch out. Remember, you have the option to just do straight forward lunges, like so. Otherwise, you're gonna be with me Trying your best to balance as that leg floats back behind you. Dumbbells drop down to the shin. Ooh, this leg is fatiguing, guys. Okay, great job. That is that done on that side. Next up, I'm gonna stay with these weights. Palms facing out, relax your shoulders down. Side bend those elbows as we scoop up to shoulder height, relax down, scoop up and across, relax down. Now, you should really feel this right around here, that upper chest into the delt. But remember, it's like a scooping motion. Pretend like you have this massive tub of ice cream in front of you and your arms are two giant ice cream scoops and you're going shoop on one side and shoop on the other side. And yes, these sound effects are mandatory. We got this. Okay, take a quick break. We'll do that one more time. You officially have less than 10 minutes of this workout left, including the cool down. So yay. And here it is. Okay. Oh. Guys, we're just gonna do those forward lunges to single leg deadlift. Remember, you have the option, if you don't wanna float into the deadlift, just continue doing straight forward lunges. That's 100% okay. Same weights as last time, same pace as last time, just on the other leg. Good, keep those dumbbells nice and close to the front of that leg. Ooh, this one is not feeling as good on my balance. Okay, first round done. Second round incoming. And then we'll move on to the last exercise. How crazy. Whew. 60 minutes. Let's finish off strong, guys. You are not done with this workout. Do not go anywhere. If you leave right now without cooling down or without finishing these last movements, you're not cheating me, you're cheating yourself. I always say that. It's up to you to keep yourself accountable. And that includes doing the cool down. Oh, my leg failed there. That is what we actually want to see. Okay, final movement. On your knees, please. We're gonna do some core, nothing crazy. We're gonna do around the hip halos. So what I want you to do, get that connection between the ribs and the hips. We are going to come fast around the body and then slow it down slightly, pushing that weight out in front of us, and then switch. Like so. Now the whole point here, squeeze the glute, tuck the hips, try and minimize the sway of your hips. We're challenging our core to resist as weight distribution changes. I'm actually preferring to hold the dumbbell like so, but you can play around with how you hold it, however feels best. Lock in here. Get speed around those hips, slow it down in front. Take a quick break, guys. We're gonna say it together. Last set, best set. Finish off strong, keep that core tight, and then we're gonna cool down. Are you ready? Let's go. Minimize the swaying. Come on, keep that core engaged. You got this. Keep going. Don't give up. Yes. Almost there. And 3, 2, 1. Workouts. For the main workout complete, don't go anywhere. Let's cool down. Your body is gonna thank you for this. We're gonna stay on the ground. What I want you to do is plant your hands, walk your knees nice and wide, and line your ankles up with your knees. For frog, like so. You can either drop the hips and open up, or you can push back and deepen into those hips. Up to you, whichever one feels best. You can maybe even rock forward and back if that feels best for you. Okay, extending one leg, keeping the other one bent. We reach and we lengthen. Try and plant that entire foot flat on the mat as those fingertips reach over to the opposite wall. Let's bend into that straight leg, twist to face the ankle for a low lunge. Untuck the toes. You can maybe even lift up, squeezing this back glute. And let's walk both feet back on your knees, and we reach over in the direction of where we had the one foot in front of us. So for me, it was my left. Doesn't really matter. You're just gonna do one side now, one side the other time. All right, walk those hands forward. Drop the hips, lift the chest. And from here, we're gonna tuck the toes, lift the hips for down dog. If you wanna walk the dog here by pedaling out those feet, by all means do so. And all you're gonna do for the next interval is come into a straddle. So your legs are gonna go nice and wide. I'm just twisting to show you. Step those legs out into straddle. Let the weight of your chest pull you down to the floor. Just like that. Enjoy the stretch on the back of the legs. And we're bending the other leg. Extend, reach. Evening things out here. Keep that shoulder nice and peeled open. We're gonna bend into the straight leg and twist into the low lunge, like so. Squeezing this hip, tuck it under, really let that hip flexor release. And knees align, walking your hands over to the other side you didn't do last time. Forehead on the ground and melt your chest closer to the floor with every exhale. And walk your hands forward. Continuing to press your palms into the mat. Take 3 big inhales and exhales at your own pace here. As you inhale, expand the chest. And as you exhale, release any tension out of your body. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. And let's make these inhales and exhales the longest yet. One more time, in through the nose, fill the belly. And exhale, let it all out. And with that, when you're ready, you can go on and get up onto your feet. Give yourself a big round of applause and a massive pat on the back. How are you feeling, guys? 60 minutes is no joke. If you enjoyed, if you had fun, if you had a laugh, if you feel tired and worked out, please don't forget to subscribe. It's free to you, helps me make more free videos for you. And if you want extra bonus content plus access to all the dozens of videos I already have for members, you can click the join button below. It truly means the world to me. Couldn't make these videos without my channel members, so I love you guys a long time. Otherwise, well done for showing up for yourself today. Sometimes that's the hardest part, especially with a 60-minute workout, but you crushed it. Hope you're proud of yourself. Have a lovely day, because you totally do deserve it, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, friends.